The 2018 Chinese Panda coin design has been revealed, and it is available in Asia. It will be available in the West in about 1 week. It's available now for pre-order, and the design is a slight change from previous designs, although I expect the mintages to be about the same as last year's edition. Here's a list of all the BU coins from the Chinese mint, and it goes up to only 2015, but they all pretty much stayed in this range for mintages. And as you know, recently they changed the weight for the Chinese Panda coin series to grams rather than ounces, and that has had really little effect on collectors' demand and appreciation for the precious metals bullion coin line. So let's take a look at the new design without further ado, and you'll see that it is quite different because of the fact that you have a panda head on the coin that is much larger than what it has ever been in previous years. Now, if you look closely too at the coin, you'll also see that in fact they still use the same anti-counterfeiting design as they have in previous years for the past almost 10 years now. When the 2009 edition came out, they had the new dies cast, which had the bamboo in the background, the Yuan inscription on the coin was in different places, but yet it still had the same reeded bamboo. It still had the same division lines here and here, and the reeded edges of the coin were diagonal, and that was of course to prevent counterfeiting. And the design is very impressive. The etching of course allows it to appear as if it is black and white, even though there is no color on the standard issue coin. My first impression of the design is that I do not care for it. I'll tell you why. Because of the fact that a panda in its normal environment and its setting usually does not look like this. It looks almost as if it's a cartoon panda, as if there's somebody dressed in a panda costume, and that's what they used for the design. I would have liked to seen this scaled down and see the entire body of the panda, the entire twig of bamboo. Maybe there's some logs there or other things in the background, because what this does is it really looks more to me like a medallion. And that is my major complaint about the design, is that I wish that they would not have gone towards the popular movement to have medallion sized coins with very little edging on it. But we know that it's 30 grams. Of course, it's 0.999 purity, as it has been in all recent years. And the 10 yuan value is in the bottom of the coin this time, and that of course means that it is government issued and is legal tender in the realm of Middle Kingdom China. Taking a look at it again here, and getting closer into it, I think that what they're doing this year really is to make it a transition year, because if you look back in the recent years, every 10 years or so they change the dies, and we're going to be up here on the last year or 10th year of using this anti-counterfeiting technology on this particular die, so to speak. And that means that next year you'll see a departure, I believe. Everything I've been reading and all the people I've been talking to would suggest that this is going to be different as far as the background for the next years. One thing you want to look at too with all Chinese silver and gold coins throughout the years is you want to look at the details on Temple of Heaven, because there are some differences between years and series with that, and that is of course anti-counterfeiting technology used here, whether it is with these pillars that go across or down. The steps sometimes are smooth, sometimes they're a little bit rough, and you can see the stone and steps a little bit differently there. So it looks normal. It looks like it has been for the past few years, and so that's not a departure there. Although there are some error coins out there, interestingly enough, that do have smooth steps when they're supposed to be granular and edgy. So that's something collectors look for. Those error coins are very, very valuable. Prices. Well, the price can be as low as 6 and change over spot. You can of course find it cheaper in mainland China, in Hong Kong, but for pre-orders the price is it's reasonable. It's definitely lower than some years. I remember a few years ago when the price that it came out at was really more around $30 US. And we can see that it will again come in sheets of 15, and they'll stack the sheets of 15 in cases like this to ship to dealers. You can buy them in bulk that way and get a slight discount, or you can buy single coins that will have airtights. So I would say that this is probably going to be one of their least popular editions, just because of the fact, again, that it's like a cartoon panda. You know, if I wanted to buy a coin with Mickey Mouse on it, I would buy a coin with Mickey Mouse on it. But if it's a government issue coin, why does it look really more like a medallion or just a bullion replica? If you take away the Temple of Heaven, the year inscription, and the yuan inscription as being legal tender, I swear you would think that this was just a fake coin or just a regular Panda silver bullion coin. So I'm not thrilled with it, but again, you know, the direction they're heading with this series, I believe, will change next year. So this is kind of like, I don't know, to experiment a little bit with the design. The actual designer of this edition of the Panda coin is a designer of the coin that had designed coins in the past. So I'll bring his name up here, and you can compare as far as designs in the past and of course designs of the future. The name has slipped my mind, but he has designed 2 or 3 other coins in the series. So this was a departure from him as well in the design process. So I think there'll be a different design next year by a different designer, a different artist for these coins. And I think that they might go back to a more traditional release. I'm hoping so anyway. So what do you think about the new 2018 Panda coin? Are you going to buy it? Are you going to pass on this? Is it going to be something really more of a novelty item? Or is this something that you're really thrilled to see? And if you like medallion style coins, this will be a release for you.